Hi, this is Paul from Traveling with Lizzie and Paul, and I'd like to do a review today on installing the OCAM Towing Mirrors. I couldn't find a review online, so I thought, well, I might as well do one myself, and that might be useful to people. So let's see how it goes. So I'm done on the first side, so let's take a look at them. I think they're fairly big. That's the new one. Let's look at the other one. Quite a difference. First of all, what are the tools that I need to do this job? So to change these mirrors, first of all, I need a 10mm socket. That's on the left there. I need some kind of device to remove the trim. So I've got a trim remover, plastic trim remover that doesn't damage things. I then need some kind of a double-sided hook like that white one, so that I can hang the door, hang the trim off the door so it doesn't get damaged. And then I've got a Phillips screwdriver and a flat screwdriver, and that tub is to make sure I don't lose any bits and pieces. First things first, preparation. So it's not very difficult. There are a few screws to remove, and then you need to lever the door off. So to go through things before we do it, first of all, we're going to go and lever that speaker off. Then underneath there's a little screw with a cover which we'll remove, a Phillips screw. And then going across the other side of the door, we've got a nice hidden one on the corner there that we need to remove, and one a bit further down there. Depending on the models, you may have covers on these screws or not, and they may have been lost throughout time. So let's start by removing this door cover. So that's the door fully loose now. It's just that I need to undo the cable that attaches to the door light under here. So I've got to go in there. I've got to detach that cable. It's actually quite easy. You just pivot it a little bit anti-clockwise, I think, and then it comes out. There we go. So, I'm just going to lift the door up. It has to go straight up because it actually hangs on a metal hook. So I did forget to remove one screw, which is why it's not coming off under here. So I need to leverage this off. There we go. There's a screw under here. So we'll get that out and then we'll be fine. Yep. So now I've got my hook. There we go. And I'll hang this like that. And that allows me to work without disconnecting all the other cables. So this is where you see that the mirror is set on 3 studs. 1, 2, 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect this cable if I can. Well, I need 2 hands for this to push the little tab in, but I'll do that. I'll undo these. I'll be able to remove the old mirror. Flat screw first. Let's remove that. There we go. So then that comes off easily, and the 3 bolts. So I just generally crack them first, so just a little bit loose, and then we'll go on and take them off properly. There we go. So I can take the bottom ones off, but then I'm going to take the top one off. I'm going to have to support it. support. Another one taking this off. That off. A little lift to take off. And there we go. The old one's off. So we'll be looking at putting the new one on. Right, so the fixing mechanism is a bit different, but it's still these little washers and nuts, and they're all pre-assembled, which is really nice. So let's get this thing on. So I'll put them in my little plastic tub to make sure I don't lose them, and that's the system. So we're going to thread the electrics through first, and then we'll do the rest. Go. So once I got one through, I can just do one up so that it holds. Well, actually, I'll put the other two on at the bottom. I'll just loosen this a little bit so that it's easier. Put those in, like that. Just put those on. Then I'm going to go and see that the seal is seating properly on the other side. And that's probably one of the most important things you need to do, is make sure it's not going to let water in or dust. Okay, let's see how the seal is seating, and I'll just take something in case I need to lever it. Well, I'm lucky that seal's seating beautifully. So we'll tighten this up. Okay, so before I close everything up, I'm going to connect and test. So let's see how that goes. Looks like it works. So now all I have to do is close up that door again. The delicate bit is just getting this seated over the window again, and making sure that your speaker has been pulled out and you've tucked away all the cable extras so that they're not visible. So looks like I'm in there. Before I do anything, remember the light underneath. I have to reconnect the light. Clockwise, tiny click to turn, to close, sorry. And then I can shove it on like that. There we go. In goes the speaker neatly. Where does that go? I lost something. These do tend to fall out from the side of the speaker. Okay, so it's all in. All I have to do now is put the screws back in and I'm done. And so we're done. It didn't take too long. Yeah, let's see how they go. They look really big though, so I hope they go okay. See ya.